What's up, traders? I'm up 430 bucks today. We're going to talk about all 4 trades that I took across my XFA and my Tradeify instant funding accounts. Now, before we get into these trades, we are running a huge sale on ASFX TV. That's our live streaming platform where you can trade live with us. You can watch our newest course, Futures 2.0, and you get lifetime access to our Discord chat. So I highly recommend you use the link in my bio or go to www.asfx.tv and use the code XMAS. XMAS, and that'll give you 25% off your first month. Now let's get into these trades. So the first trade this morning was on stream with Evan. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we were able to get everything up and running fine. And you can see we were long as we pushed back through the New York VWAP here. That trade was a quick scalp that we took into those equal highs at about 60.71, the price 60.71 on ES. We saw that there were orders at 72, but we wanted to kind of front run those orders and not be stuck in this trade if it was to come back to New York VWAP. I'd rather scalp this up to the top of the range, as in Futures 101 and Futures 2.0, our courses that I mentioned earlier, we teach you the mid-range trades should be taking profit at top of range. And that's what I did here. So that was good. Then I trailed the stop aggressively, and as you can see, tapped out as it moved higher. Second trade, after we make that move, we end up legging higher into 72. So we take the 60.72 that Bookmap was showing us. We pull back towards New York VWAP, and I got long again at 69. So look at my first entry price, 60.67. I make money on that, long. Then I make money again here, 60.69. I trade from New York VWAP back out into the previous day VWAP. That's the blue line you see above here. Now, all these indicators, the key levels, opening range, the VWAPs we use, that's all automated for you if you use the Lux Algo indicator that we built last year. Just go to luxalgo.com/ASFX. There's also a link for that if you go to the link in my bio. That'll automate everything for you. It makes it super fast. You don't have to worry about that. You can just focus on execution. So helps me a lot. So this was the second trade. Long again, closed full here. As you can see, orders at 75 starting to fill at buying volume. 75 was the original target even from the first trade. If you look at the notes here, orders at 72 and 75. So now we trade, finally, we get those 75s filled. Then as the morning progresses, we break New York VWAP and buyers show a lot of weakness. We not only break back underneath it, we make a lower high and another lower low holding underneath it. So I liked the risk reward at that point to sell it to see if we could extend lower as the day went on with a stop loss at the high of day. And if it took New York VWAP, I could piece out of this trade. Now I took this with profits. I'm already up on the day. So I played with very small position and with very small piece of the profits I've made today. And I end up getting stopped at break even on this trade because as it moved lower here, I decided to lock my stop. I get tapped on it here. And then of course it ends up going much lower. Then once it moves down, so I make nothing on this. This was a break even. Then once it moves down, as you can see here, I try to buy it off the bottom. I'm using the low of day VWAP to kind of guide me. If that low of day VWAP gets taken, I know sellers are stepping in and I don't want it. Once we get this retest of my entry price and there's no more extension back higher, I pulled this trade for a very small loss. I did not stay in this thing. And as you can see, that was a good call because this thing just melts. That low of day VWAP is really where I should have been short. So then what I end up doing is coming back into the daily report card and kind of reviewing the day and seeing that the short trade that I should have been in was this. I was short here and I should have seen this as the opportunity to say, hey, that might be trade of the day. I don't need to lock my stop on my trade yet. Me locking the stop on this third trade was a little bit of an aggressive management when we were still getting, look, lower low, lower low, lower highs, right? So it was still moving lower. I was just getting impatient. So I took the donut instead of potentially taking a loss. Here, I left a little bit of money on the table there. So that was the short that I liked on ES. And I also wanted to show you this on YM. This was what we talked about on stream as well. Look at the bottom that forms with then higher lows. Through New York, higher low, back through, higher high, higher low. Trading there with a stop loss 65 points lower, that trade works beautifully. Beautiful. I mean, of course, in hindsight, but I like that New York VWAP retest. I mean, that's what we teach in Futures 101 and Futures 2.0. Those courses are going to take you 5 hours, everybody. It's not like it's a lot. So go to asfx.tv. If you're watching this far in the video and you like the way that I teach, trust me, go to asfx.tv. You can see here at the top, this is where you'll find our live streams for the week. Also, you'll see at the top Futures 101. These videos are free. Go through all of this. And then after you finish Futures 101, go through Futures 2.0. Thanks for watching. If you stayed all the way through, I'm headed out of town, so I will be joining the stream from a new location tomorrow. Have a good rest of your week trading, and I'll catch you guys on the live stream.